How can Man City improve their squad? As you've seen, they've literally been destroying teams. Well, Man City's dominance was tested over the weekend as they lost 4-3 to Liverpool, ending their 30-game unbeaten run. But even with that narrow defeat, City's future still looks formidable in comparison to the rest of their Premiership rivals. Yet, the question is, how can this City side go from not just dominating England, but dominating Europe and the world? So here are the players that City need to sell so they can match up man for the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG, Real Madrid and Barcelona. If you were to compare City's squad to the likes of their European rivals, there's one name that sticks out as not quite world class: Fabian Delph. It's not that he's a bad player, it's simply that he's not the quality City need to stamp their dominance on the Premiership for years to come and to go on to win multiple Champions League trophies. Last summer, City wanted rid of Delph, but he turned down a 10 million move to Stoke and he said he wanted to stay and fight for his place in the squad. I respect that. I'm all for players fighting for their place, but with that said, his $85,000 a week wage might have made him want to stay a little bit more. Delph has since made his way into the starting lineup, but no amount of hard work or graft is going to lift him up from being a good English player into a world-beating difference maker or even an actual left back. Plus, one of the biggest stumbling blocks to Delph has been his propensity for getting injured. This is shown once again as he had to be substituted on the 31st minute during City's 4-3 loss to Liverpool. Maybe the loss of Delph was part of why City lost and why they went down 4-1 to begin with. Or maybe not selling Delph has meant that City have been missing that one piece for the masterpiece that has been Manchester City so far. With that said, Delph is a low earner in comparison to other City players and he helps hit their homegrown player quota, but City use Delph as a makeshift left back when he's actually a midfielder. Delph's cover for Benjamin Mendy, but rather than have cover, City have the money to have competition. They would be better off buying someone like Tottenham's Danny Rose. Then if Benjamin Mendy doesn't come back to full fitness or to full potential, they have someone who's equally as good and English so they can get their quota. What do you think? Should they keep or sell Delph? Man, Yaya Touré was the truth. Strength, speed, power, shooting, techers, he had everything. He could run most teams ragged and commanded Manchester City to titles, but Father Time remains undefeated. It's not that Yaya's time is up, he can still do an amazing job for most teams, but Man City are not most teams. They have both the money and the ambition to sell players as soon as they drop below 5% of their best. They don't need to hold on to players for nostalgia or to just be cover. And I feel, for the sake of Yaya's career, he should be sold, rather than let him rot in the reserves or on the bench. This season, Yaya's only started 3 Premier League games. He isn't complaining, because I think he's learnt from last season when his agent had a little back and forth with Pep, and he's reportedly even lowered his 200k a week salary just so he could extend one more season. But what can Yaya do for himself? It's time for Yaya to move on, just as City need to find a replacement. According to reports, Manchester City are ready to make contact with Lille to land the powerful midfielder Bouyaka Samaru. Question is, can he fill Yaya's large boots? Do you think Yaya should stay, or do you think City should let him go? On his day, Vincent Kompany is world class, truly world class. He's the ultimate captain, formidable defender, and he's captained Manchester City to the best period in their club's history. However, he is both ageing and an injury liability. Kompany made just 11 appearances for City last season, and this season isn't going much better. He's got some kind of calf strain that's taking him out of games all the time. Maybe if City had a soul, they would find a way to keep him. But in truth, City are about success and money. That's what drives them. So they need to be ruthless in finding a replacement for Kompany and releasing the Belgian. The Etihad Giants have already identified Tottenham star Toby Alderweireld as Kompany's replacement in defence. The 28-year-old has blossomed into one of the Premier League's best centre-backs since joining Spurs from Atletico Madrid in 2015, after a loan spell at Southampton. So no doubt he knows the Premiership and he could easily move in to trying to fill the shadow left by Vincent Kompany. Kompany's already preparing for life after football. He recently completed an MBA where his dissertation concluded that clubs would benefit from lowering ticket price because it would improve the gameplay and the atmosphere. Question is, do you think tickets are too expensive? But the most important question is, do you think City should cut their losses and let Vincent go? In truth, it was so hard coming up with a list of City players. Their team is on fire, their squad is full of new and young talent, and even those older City players are either world class or good backup. Example, Fernandinho is another player that papers in the summer thought would be sold by Guardiola. Why? Because the City side is full of youth. So at 32, Fernandinho stands out as the older statement. However, under Guardiola this season, Fernandinho has been playing amazingly. So it's been reported he even had a contract extension offered to him. So it shows that sometimes players just need time to adapt or to be given a chance. So with that said, which players do you think need time to adapt, be given a chance, or should City let go? So thank you for watching. Make sure you check out our other videos and go download the Onefootball app where you can get all of the news and articles about your favourite teams. I've been Antoine Allen. You stay classy, Onefootballers.